Hey YouTube, hope you are well, wealthy and winning. In this video, I am going to show you how to increase your prices. A very valuable and important topic so that you can start to not only make more money, but also you can make more impact. Now, have you ever considered, how do I grow my business? How do I get more clients? Now, that's one way of growing a business, of course, is to get more clients. But I see so many business owners, they're so focused on getting more clients when actually all they really need to do is to raise their fees, increase their prices, and they can grow their business significantly faster. Now, you might be thinking, but Jazz, how do I just increase my prices? It's not that simple. People are not going to pay me significantly more. That's what the market charges. Blah, blah, blah. You got all these fancy excuses. So let me show you 3 big, massive excuses of reasons why most people don't raise their prices. And they charge based on 1 or 3 things. Now, if you get value from this video and you get value from what I'm sharing right now, or maybe just like videos like this, then make sure that you subscribe. Why? Because 80% of you don't subscribe and you just stay in the dark ages. I want you to get alerted on new videos just like this one. So here's what people charge on. We call it the M3 formula. Most people fail to scale a 7-figure business because they don't price correctly. Here's how people price, and this is a massive mistake. They price based on the market. Don't do that. They price based on what the market charges. And the market is just the market. Now, if you keep on charging based on what the market charges, what other coaches charge, what other consultants charge, what other agency owners charge, if you keep on doing that, then my friend, you're going to be diving down into a deep hole. Why? Because if they decide to reduce their prices, then all of a sudden you become comparative to them, and everybody is just like racing to the bottom. And then nobody can add the significant value that needs to be added into the marketplace in order to get your clients even better results. So you don't also want to charge based on the means of your clients or customers. What is that? What you think other people can pay. Because what you think other people can pay has nothing to do with you. I'll remember an example, right? Of one guy who was talking about some training program, he was talking about investing in it, and he said,
"Whoa, 10 grand, that's way too much. I'm never going to invest that. It's crazy. I don't have that sort of money. I only make 6 grand a month. That wouldn't..."
Blah, blah, and it just went on and on. Anyway, he didn't invest. Literally a month later, he had invested 25 grand into a completely different program. Why? Because the perception and the program and the communication behind what they were doing was obviously different. So sometimes you think that people don't have money, but it's not that they don't have money. Perhaps you just haven't described the value in such a way that makes them feel like parting with their money, or makes them feel like looking for alternative opportunities and access to the money. So don't charge based upon the means of what you believe people have to pay. And finally, definitely don't charge based upon the mindset of, that's why it's called the M3 formula, you get it, right? M3. Don't charge based on your mindset. Like, your mindset determines, it probably dictated to you that when you were young, that you were meant to make a certain amount of money in order to live a certain type of lifestyle. Well, that's broke thinking. And I want you to collapse that thinking and reconsider that actually the mindset that you had 10, 15 years ago growing up around your parents, yes, a part of that is still going to live with you. And guess what? You're never going to get rid of it completely. But I'm here to tell you that you need to adopt a new mindset if you want to create a new level of financial success and a new level of wealth and opportunity for you, your clients, your customers, and the community that you serve. So, here's a question that I want you to consider when you're finding out how do you increase your prices. And the question is this: what do they need from your expertise? What do your clients need from your expertise? Because if you can start to position value, if you can start to create more value for more people, then actually people will be far more likely to be more willing to invest and work with you. So let's say you are a diversity consultant, right? Let's put up here, diversity consultant. And you do your training through an in-person delivery, and you do like a 1-day training program. Okay, cool. But what else do your clients need from your expertise? Well, maybe when you leave, they need some additional support for people that potentially missed the day. So maybe they need some sort of online training that they can access. And or perhaps like things go on in the news, in the media, and new legislation gets released, new guidelines, new frameworks, etc. And maybe they're not quite sure on how to implement those frameworks. So perhaps if you had access to market updates and showing them how to implement it into their specific organization, whether it's diversity, equity, and inclusion, whether it's racism training, whether it is HR training or consultancy or something of that nature, like all of that, you've got to start to identify what else do they need from your expertise. And maybe if you can go in and give them the market insights and give them a monthly update, maybe you can do that on a consistent basis to add more value. Because write this down, if you want to double the price, you have to quadruple the value. You've got to make the value way bigger. Don't make the price double and the value double, because then they're like, it creates too much friction. But when you can demonstrate that the value is up here and the price is down here, my friends, then you're onto a winner and you can increase your prices. But it's not just about increasing prices. It's actually about being able to add more value to your clients and customers so that they get an even better result from your service. And when they get a better results, my friends, from your service, guess what you get more of? You get more clients, you get more customers, business becomes more fun. They're recommending you, they're like throwing out confetti, like, hey, go and work with James, hey, go and work with Sandra. And it just becomes a glorious endeavor. So you can have online training, or maybe you need some market updates. And perhaps sometimes they have emergency things going on and they're like all like scattergun and they're not sure what to do. They're not sure how to handle a certain layer of conflict between two team members or whatever is changing their business. And maybe you can do emergency consults, right? I'll come out to you within 48 hours in order to get your client resolved, or I'll jump on a Zoom with you within 24 hours in order to get your situation resolved in 30 minutes flat. Or whatever it is that your offer is, but you've got to consider what else do they need from your expertise, because when you can do that and you can figure that out, then your business is going to be way more profitable and you're going to add way more value to your clients and customers. Now you might be thinking, but Jazz, how do I know what they need from my expertise? What's the answer? Ask them! Just ask them. Just ring them up and say, hey, what do you need from my expertise? Hey, how can I add even more value to you? Hey, I'm thinking about how to grow my program and add more value. What else do you need from my expertise? And where else are you spending money right now? Or what other problems or challenges are you facing in this area? And that works whether you're a marketing consultant, a health and fitness trainer, a mindset coach, a HR consultant, an IT consultant, a software consultant, a sports coach, whatever. Like, it's a service. If you're providing and delivering a service, this stuff works. So as you start to stack more value, it doesn't have to stop there, by the way. You can add more things in, and then you can start to really frame how valuable that is for the client or customer. Here's another way that you want to consider asking that question, or another way that you can conceptualize and think about this. What skills are most valuable to my client's success? In other words, don't just give them more stuff.
Don't just go, oh, I'll give you this. I'm going to give you 24 hours of my time. I'm going to give you all of the phone calls that you need.
No, don't do it. It's ugly. It's disgusting. Stop doing that, right? Really think in a detailed and sophisticated way. What is actually the value? Let's say you are a marketing consultant. Let's say you're a marketing expert or a marketing agency, and you do marketing. Well, maybe they need the landing pages built for them. Cool, you can do that. And maybe that's the thing that you start with. But what else could they need? Well, once they got a good landing page, maybe they need a good email sequence. So now you can add an email sequence to your offer. That's landing. Yeah, I'm forgetting how to spell. But you get the idea. So where are we? Let's actually spell this out correctly, shall we, while we're here. Landing. There you go. What else do they need? Write it down in the comments. They need a landing page, they need an email sequence. Well, they got a good email sequence, but email sequences are not necessarily going to sell a $2,000 offer or a $10,000 offer. So maybe they need some sales training. Maybe they need some sales script. Maybe they need your sales guy to come into their business and add even more value so that your sales team can actually take the calls and then generate a 10-20% commission off the back end of each sale. Maybe that's a way that you can add value, and perhaps that's a way that you can make your salespeople even more money and even more successful, whilst also making sure that your salespeople's calendars are fully booked. I don't know, just an idea. Maybe you hired 2 new salespeople for your marketing company, and perhaps you had 10 really good applications. So potentially you could just hire those other 8 and then frame them in as part of your offer so that they can help your clients to succeed. I don't know, just an idea that can help you make more money. So all of this stuff, now you're starting to think, what skills are most valuable? What skills or what opportunities? It could be opportunities can you create? Because sometimes you can even look at other people that you know and other services that they provide, and then you can batch those in to your offer so that your offer becomes even more credible. And I don't know, maybe you pay those other people $2,000 and then you charge $2,500 or £3,000 for the overarching service to make sure that it's all framed tightly together and it's looked after, it's nurtured, and it's delivered to your particular standards and ethos. Okay, so how do we bridge this together then? So now we've got some ideas around, and again, it doesn't have to stop there. Start to think about, what else you can add to this marketing offer. What other things do your clients need, like in order to grow further, faster, and with more efficiency? They've got the landing page, they've got the email sequence, maybe they've got the sales scripts, maybe they need an ad campaign, maybe they need ad scripts so that they actually know what to say in the ad and how to captivate their ideal audience. All of these things can add significant value. And as you start to add more value, guess what? You can increase the price naturally, authentically, and in a way that helps your clients and customers get more powerful results. Because ultimately, people don't buy your time, they buy your result, okay? And if you can demonstrate a really powerful result, then you can demonstrate how to increase your fees successfully. Here's a little framework that I didn't intend to share in this video, but I want to share this with you now. I was just explaining this to Archie, who's one of our sales guys here at the Business Growth Academy. And I said, well, if you say, look, the focus of our program is to help you generate an additional £10,000 in sales, as an example. Now, the investment for the training is £1,500. And our focus is really to help you generate an additional £10,000 by simply generating an additional 5 new customers at £2,000 each. Now, what do we need to do in order to get you into the training so that we can help you accelerate towards that additional £10,000 in your business? Now, the $1,500 becomes what? Insignificant in comparison to the $10,000, the value that you're adding. This is what we call value positioning. Value price positioning. Very, very important, very, very powerful, and it will enable you not just to market better, but not just to charge more, but also to sell to more customers and also add value to more customers. I don't even like the word sell. It's got such a negative connotation, especially in the UK. I like to say communicate value. It's just way nicer and softer. Anyway, final frame that I want to walk you through before I go. I've got to go home. I've been here all day since 4 o'clock this morning. Cool, blimey. Right, so identify the problem and the solution, okay? So let me walk you through just a couple of ideas. So let's say that the problem is for your clients is they're unclear. Let me change the color of this here. Right, so let me stand up over here. So let's say that they're unclear on how to get new customers. So in terms of value proposition, you've got to ask yourself a question. What solution can I provide? Well, it could be how to get an additional 10 or whatever your number is, customers for your business, okay? So once you identify the problems that your clients have and a solution that you can then deliver upon, then you have what we call synergy. Then, ladies and gents, you have what we call alignment. So look, I hope you found that video incredibly useful. We could go on for hours talking about this stuff, and I don't really have time to go into it right now. I've got to get home to my daughter. Now, if you want to get more insight as to how to do this, how to increase your fees, how to add more value and contribute even more powerfully to society, I've recorded a 5-part video series and I'm going to gift it to you completely free of charge. Go ahead, tap the link below this video, get yourself access to the training. If you liked what I've just shared here, you're going to love what you see in the video training. So I look forward to seeing you on the other side. And while you're here, don't leave without clicking that subscribe button. I'll see you very soon. Take care.